Yo, what's up guys, this is Midnight Webbit, and welcome back to some more Destiny. And today what I have for you guys is, well, basically I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard. If you haven't, the weekly update came out today, just a couple of hours ago, and the Gjallarhorn is actually getting nerfed. The Gjallarhorn is getting a nerf. Well, some people are freaking out about it, some people are saying it's about time. I think I'm somewhere in the middle. But honestly, you really don't have too much to worry about. Basically, what Bungie said, I'm paraphrasing. Like, I'm looking at the update notes right now, but I'm paraphrasing because I don't want to have to. I'm not going to waste time reading the whole like little mini essay thing on it. The Gjallarhorn is obviously the most sought after weapon in Destiny, but and Bungie intended for it to be as good as it was. They intended for it to be a very, very powerful gun. Like a PvE destruction machine, essentially. They definitely intended for that. They did that on purpose. What they did not intend was unanticipated side effect of having people be excluded from raids and groups because they did not have the Gjallarhorn. People who didn't have the Gjallarhorn were being denied access to Crota and the Vault of Glass, and people would be like level 34 must have Gjallarhorn, stuff like that. When people were sending like these invites and stuff like that, which honestly. Which I do understand why that's kind of stupid. I never agreed with that. I mean, for certain things it helps, but it's not like, I mean, maybe doing hard Crota it helps, but it's still not even honestly necessary. Especially not now. Everyone's 34. You really don't need to be 34 and have a Gjallarhorn for Vault of Glass. It's kind of ridiculous if people are requesting that. But what the hell? Now the boss is already here. I'm supposed to be. So I haven't really tested. I don't really know how much of a nerf the Gjallarhorn has gotten. I know the one thing that did get nerfed was the Wolfpack rounds. I'm not sure exactly what the damage reduction is on the Wolfpack rounds. It doesn't seem too bad. From what I'm seeing right now, it does not seem too bad so far. I don't know. Which I guess, and I can understand why they did that. I do understand where they're coming from. It's just, I mean, obviously, I don't want you guys to be, I want to upload this video because I don't want you guys to be freaking out. Like, a lot of the community is freaking out. They're like, oh, the Gjallarhorn is going to get replaced by something else. No, it's not. It's still going to be the best rocket launcher in the game. Just because it's not quite as good as it was before, it's still going to be the best rocket launcher in the game. Yeah, they're not gonna nerf it, and it's still an exotic, and they said that they want it to maintain its exotic status, and they want it to be, I mean, possibly the best, arguably the best launcher in the game. They still want it to be that because it's still hard to get, but they don't want it to be so good that it defeats the point of all other weapons they put in the game, like any other rocket launcher they put in the game and stuff, like. And like the Dragon's Breath, people always said the Dragon's Breath was terrible. It's actually very, very powerful, but because you can't compare anything alongside the Gjallarhorn. So they don't want all of their like future DLC stuff and then any other launches in the game to get just completely outshadowed by the Gjallarhorn, where like the Gjallarhorn is just, it's obviously the better choice for every single situation. I mean, overall, it's still going to be the best launcher in the game. That's not going to change. But they don't want, but Bungie doesn't want it, which I actually agree with. But they don't want it to be so good that it makes it so no one else ever wants to use any other like exotic heavy weapons or just heavy weapons in general. So like, because like if no one else ever wants to use any other exotic heavy weapons, like the Thunderlord, Dragon's Breath, the Truth, kind of get overshadowed. I mean, the Truth not so much for multiplayer, but the Thunderlord and the Dragon's Breath get kind of overshadowed, and they're both amazing guns. And they should at least definitely get recognized for that. But anyway, hopefully you guys enjoy. If you did, please be sure to leave a like and a comment down below. Comment on what your thoughts are on that Gjallarhorn and everything. There's a couple other patches and stuff, but nothing that people were what's it called? Were freaking out about quite as much as the Gjallarhorn nerf. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. Just hopefully this puts your mind at ease if you were a little bit worried about it. If you still don't have a Gjallarhorn, it's not like it hasn't become something that's not worth getting. If you still don't have it, obviously keep trying for it. It's still going to be the best launcher in the game. Like I said, for PvE, it will still be the best PvE launcher in the game. for a long time. For a long, long time, it's going to continue to be the best PvE launcher in the game, so don't worry about that. And those of you who like just got it or something like that, don't think that, oh, it's not worth it anymore, so just dismantle it. Please don't think that, because again, it is still the best rocket launcher in the game for PvE wise, and maybe even all around. All they did was they nerfed the damage on the Wolfpack rounds. I don't know exactly how much, but you saw there on those. It's kind of not really a fair test, because those. Honestly, I swear, some of those these Prowling Wolves bosses have like the health of a Strike boss sometimes, I swear. So it's kind of like, you saw like the damage it was doing against him. Honestly, it didn't seem like it was that much different. I think they just nerfed the damage of the Wolfpack rounds. They didn't nerf like the initial explosion or any of the stats or anything. They just nerfed the damage of the Wolfpack rounds themselves. So, which is the special upgrade, which is what makes the Gjallarhorn so good, and it still is what makes the Gjallarhorn good. But yeah, anyway, hopefully you guys did enjoy. Like I said, please be sure to leave a like and a comment down below. Subscribe if you have not already. And let me know what your thoughts are, whether you agree or disagree with my thoughts, opinions. I still like to know what your thoughts or opinions are on the Gjallarhorn nerf and stuff like that. I agree with Bungie's premise, and I like that they're still trying to maintain that they still want it to be the best PvE launcher in the game. They just don't want it to be the point where anyone who has a Dragon's Breath or something like that, they just don't use it, and they just don't use any launchers or anything until they get the Gjallarhorn. That's not what they want. They want it to be the best gun in the game, but not so much so that no other gun matters. That people would dismantle every other gun they have in their inventory just to get one. That's what they don't want. But anyway, like I said, if you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk to you guys later with another video.